Okay, let's unpack this one. Las Vegas.
Hmm.
It's loud, it is incredibly bright, and let's just be honest, it's super polarizing.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate love it or hate it place.
Yeah, you mentioned Vegas to a group of friends, and half of them light up and the other half just roll their eyes. They think it's tacky, overpriced.
A tourist trap.
Hmm.
But what's really interesting when you dig into the sources is that the people who hate it,
Yeah,
they usually they played the game wrong.
they did the hangover trip.
Exactly. They stay center strip, they get sunburned, they leave broke, they get stuck in the cliche.
Right, and that's why we're doing this deep dive. We've got this huge stack of sources.
Oh.
Local guides, budget hacks, food blogs.
The whole spectrum.
And our mission here is to kind of move past that neon surface. We want to take you from being a typical tourist
The mark, as they call them.
to a Vegas insider.
We're going to look at the logistics, how to actually survive the environment, the hidden food spots.
And the psychology behind why it's all designed the way it is. Because, and this just blew my mind reading through everything, Vegas isn't just gambling.
Not even close.
I mean, it's a place where you can kayak through emerald waters in the morning, eat Michelin star ramen for lunch, and then stand in a literal snow room in the desert that afternoon.
It's a city that just shouldn't exist,
Yeah.
which makes it fascinating. But look, before we get to any of the fun stuff, we have to start with logistics.
Yeah.
Because if you get this part wrong, nothing else matters. We have to talk about the heat.
The heat. I feel like people really underestimate this. They think, oh, dry heat, it's fine.
No, it's critical. I mean, across every single source, the #1 mistake is booking a trip in July or August without knowing what you're walking into.
So what are we talking? Exactly.
We're talking temperatures consistently over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, peaking around 118. That's, what, 46 Celsius?
One source described the hotel pools in August as human soup.
That's vivid and probably accurate.
It's pretty gross. But is there anywhere to go? Or are you just trapped inside?
You're mostly trapped. It's not just the sun, it's the concrete, the asphalt on the strip. It all absorbs heat all day and radiates it back out at night. So even at midnight, it can still be, 95 degrees.
So the sweet spot for weather. The sources say March through May or September through November.
Right. Winter's definitely an option. If you want to save money, it's much cheaper. But you have to know it actually gets cold, like freezing at night. And those pools are mostly closed.
And speaking of money, there's a huge insider tip that kept popping up about timing, and it's the convention calendar.
This is the single biggest factor in hotel pricing. Seriously. If you book during something like CES in January, you'll pay triple for a standard room.
Wow.
Always check the convention calendar before you book.
Okay, so you're on the ground. Now you have to deal with the illusion of the strip. I think everyone falls for this the first time.
Oh, yeah.
You look out your window, see the next hotel, and think, oh, I'll just pop over there.
And 40 minutes later, you're exhausted and you're still walking. It's
Yeah.
a visual trick. The hotels are so massive, they just mess with your sense of distance.
Just how bad is it?
Okay, get this. The walk from the sidewalk on the strip to the actual check-in desk at Caesar's Palace is longer than walking across an entire airport terminal.
No way.
And it's not a straight line. It's a maze designed to make you walk past shops and slot machines.
So Google Maps is basically useless.
It's not that it's useless, it doesn't understand Vegas architecture. It can't account for the weaving, the escalators, the pedestrian bridges.
So walking is a whole ordeal. What about taxis? I've heard stories about the long haul.
The long haul. It's a classic scam. You get in a taxi at the airport, driver asks if you want to take the tunnel because of traffic.
And you say yes because you don't know any better.
And they take you on a highway loop that adds like $15 or $20 to your fare instantly.
So how do you avoid it?
It's easy. You just have to signal you know the game. Just tell them, take Swenson or take Paradise. Those are the surface streets. It tells them you're not a first-timer.
Take Swenson. Got it. What about Uber or Lyft?
They're fine on price, but the logistics are a pain. You can't just hail one on this trip. You have to find these designated pickup zones.
Which are buried deep in some parking garage.
Exactly. It can be a whole scavenger hunt just to find your car.
Okay, let's talk about the other way they drain your wallet, resort fees.
Ugh, the worst. You see a room for $59 online, you think you got a deal, then you check in, and boom, a $45 resort fee per night plus tax.
So your $59 room is suddenly over $100.
Easily. And it's for stuff like Wi-Fi and gym access. It's just a hidden price hike.
Speaking of saving money, though, we have to talk about this My Vegas app.
Yes, the My Vegas Slots app.
Okay, this sounds like a scam to me. You play a free game and get free stuff. What's the catch?
Well, the catch is, they know if they give you a free room, you're physically in their casino. You're probably going to buy dinner, see a show, maybe gamble some real money.
Ah, so they're buying your presence.
They are. But the sources are clear. If you have the discipline, you can sit at home, play this free game, and earn points for real rewards like free buffets or even comped rooms. It actually works.
That's wild. Okay, let's move to the Strip itself, the sheer spectacle of it. It's like a world tour in a few miles.
It's architectural surrealism. You've got the Eiffel Tower at Paris, the gondolas at the Venetian, the pyramid at the Luxor.
But the sources say you really need to understand the vibe of each hotel, right? They're not all the same.
Not at all. Each one targets a very specific demographic.
So if I want the scene, I want to feel cool, where am I going?
You go to the Cosmopolitan. It's chic, young. It has that famous chandelier bar. Or maybe the Oria, which is super modern.
And if I want to get away from all that chaos?
You look for the outliers.
Hmm.
The Four Seasons has its own entrance and, crucially, no casino. It's an oasis of quiet.
No casino in Vegas.
Or, and this is a big one, Park MGM. It is the only fully smoke-free casino resort on the entire Strip.
That's a game changer. That stale smoke smell it's usually unavoidable.
It is. Park MGM is the exception.
Let's talk about the casino floor. Because even if you don't gamble, you have to walk through them. And there's some serious psychology at work here.
It's a masterclass in behavioral design. We've all heard about the no clocks, no windows thing, right?
Yeah, that's the classic, don't let you know it's 3 a.m.
But it's so much deeper. Look down at the carpets. Have you ever noticed how just aggressively ugly and busy casino carpets are?
They're hideous. All these swirls and bright colors.
That's intentional. The patterns are visually stimulating but not pleasing, so your eye naturally looks up toward the slot machines.
No way.
And the sounds. The slot machines are tuned to C major chords. It's a universally pleasing sound. It's all just dopamine manipulation.
What about that myth that they pump extra oxygen into the air?
Total myth. That would be a massive fire hazard. But they do pump in signature scents to cover up the smell of, well, cigarettes and desperation.
Charming. But here's a key tip. If you are gambling, even penny slots, the drinks are free.
They are, but you have to tip the server $1 or $2 to keep them coming back. And remember, nothing's really free. If you lose $100 in the machine to get 3 free beers, those were some expensive beers.
Let's get off the casino floor and talk entertainment. Obviously, there's Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque is the institution.
Yeah.
Oh, at the Bellagio is the famous water one. But if you want something different, the sources rave about absinthe.
Oh, the one in the tent.
Yeah, outside Caesars. It's like an adult variety show. Very raunchy, very funny, with these incredibly dangerous-looking acrobatics.
And we can't ignore the giant glowing orb, the sphere.
The sphere is. It's a whole new thing. The screens have a resolution so high your eye can't see the pixels. But it's not just visual. The seats vibrate. They can create wind and sense. It's truly immersive.
But what about the weirder, more niche stuff?
Then you have to go to the Neon Museum, the Boneyard. It's where all the old iconic Vegas signs go to die.
That sounds so cool, like a graveyard for the city's history.
It is history. You see the old mob casino signs, the Stardust.
Yeah.
Go at night for the brilliant show. They use projectors to make the broken signs light up again. It's beautiful.
And for a cheap thrill, the Pinball Hall of Fame.
It's just a warehouse full of vintage pinball machines. It's free to get in, and the games are like a quarter. It's just fun.
Now, for the really weird Omega Mart at Area 15.
Omega Mart is hard to explain. It looks like a bizarre grocery store. But then you open a cooler door, and you walk through it into this huge, psychedelic, immersive art installation.
A different dimension.
Pretty much. It's by a group called Meow Wolf. It's a maze, a playground, a story. Very, very trippy.
Okay, let's get to my favorite topic, food. Because Vegas is not just shrimp cocktails anymore.
Oh, not at all. It's a world-class food city. And even the buffets evolved.
The sources kept mentioning Bacchanal at Caesars and Wicked Spoon at the Cosmo.
Right. Bacchanal is the heavyweight champion, over 500 dishes. But Wicked Spoon is cool because they serve everything in individual little portions. So it feels more like an unlimited tasting menu.
But you can't just eat at buffets. We found a foodie checklist of specific must-try spots. First up, secret pizza.
A rite of passage.
Yeah.
It's in the Cosmopolitan, but there's no sign. It's not on any map. You have to walk down this long, unmarked hallway lined with records.
You just follow the smell.
You follow the smell.
Yeah.
You pop out in this tiny little pizza joint. The fact that it's hidden is the marketing. makes you feel like an insider for finding it.
I love that. Another hidden one is Best Friend by Roy Choi.
This place is so cool. From the outside, it looks like a Korean liquor store, a bodega.
Yeah.
You walk in, tell the clerk you have a reservation, and they open a refrigerator door, and you walk through it into this dark, loud hip-hop club that serves amazing Korean-Mexican fusion food.
That is the vibe. And speaking of sensory overload, the verbena drink?
At the Chandelier Bar, it's less of a drink and more of a science experiment. It comes with this little flower, a buzz button.
A buzz button.
You eat the flower first. It makes your tongue tingle and go numb. It literally changes your palate. Then you sip the drink, and the flavors just explode in a way you've never experienced.
That's the kind of novelty I go to Vegas for.
Exactly. And for cheap eats, Tacos El Gordo is incredible, but be prepared to wait in line. Or the Oyster Bar at Palace Station. People line up at 3 a.m. for their pan roasts. It's open 2 till 4/7.
No, that's all mostly on the Strip. But downtown Vegas, Fremont Street, that's a whole different world.
Fremont Street is old Vegas. It's cheaper, it's louder, it's grittier. You've got the giant LED canopy over your head and people on zip lines flying past. It's sensory overload.
But there are some cool new spots, like Container Park.
Yeah, it's an outdoor mall made from shipping containers. And there's a giant metal praying mantis out front that shoots fire from its antennas.
Of course there is.
And if you want something a bit more upscale downtown, there's Circa. It's the newest resort, and it's strictly 21 and over, no kids. Their rooftop lounge is maybe the best place in the city to watch the sunset.
And near there is the Arts District, which seems to be where locals actually go.
Yes, vintage shops, microbreweries, antique stores. It feels like a real neighborhood, a total break from the neon.
Okay, we've done the city. But the biggest surprise for me in all these sources was the nature. You're in the middle of this stunning desert.
And this is maybe the most important part. Some of the best things to do in Vegas involve leaving Vegas for a few hours.
Okay, let's run through them. Red Rock Canyon.
It's only 30 minutes away. A beautiful scenic drive, these huge red sandstone formations. It's the quickest, easiest escape.
But if you want something that looks like another planet, you go to the Valley of Fire.
That's about an hour's drive.
Yeah.
And it just looks like Mars. You have the Fire Wave Trail with these incredible swirling rock patterns. The contrast is jarring.
I can imagine.
Yeah, you go from the most artificial place on Earth, and an hour later, you're in a landscape that hasn't changed in thousands of years. It's the only way to reset your brain after a weekend on the Strip.
Then there's Emerald Cave. Kayaking. In the desert.
On the Colorado River, there are these coves where the light hits the water and makes it glow, this brilliant emerald green. It feels a million miles away from a casino.
And finally, we have to talk about the 7 Magic Mountains, the colorful stack rocks all over Instagram.
The 7 Magic Mountains debate. Okay, here's the reality check from the sources. It's a cool art installation. It looks great in photos,
Wait.
but it's often very crowded, and it's just a photo op, not a hike, not an experience. Some people find it a little overhyped compared to the real natural beauty of a place like Valley of Fire.
So manage your expectations.
Exactly.
So what does this all mean for someone planning a trip?
It means that Vegas is a choose-your-own adventure. You don't have to follow the tourist script. You can have a nature trip, a foodie tour, a budget party weekend. The mistake is just doing what you think you're supposed to do.
I love that. It's not just the hangover anymore.
Not at all.
All right, here's a final thought to leave you with. We build these incredibly fake manufactured spaces, no clocks, fake air, fake canals, right in the middle of the Mojave Desert, one of the most brutally real natural environments on Earth. Why do we crave that artificial escapism so much when the real, raw beauty of nature is literally right outside the door?
That is the ultimate Vegas question, isn't it?
Go explore the off-menu items of the city. Thanks for diving in with us.
Safe travels.